Hi, and welcome to today's practice. Today's class is going to be a yin-inspired side body opening class. So for props, I definitely recommend having a bolster. If you don't have a bolster, you can use a rolled up towel, a pillow, or a blanket, and a block if you have one for maximum support. Or even you can have an eye pillow to place over your eyes, whatever you desire. To get started, we'll start by laying down on our backs for maximum comfort and pleasure. Just getting settled wherever you are, letting go, letting your body wiggle and shake around until you find a comfortable way to lay on your back. You can let your eyes close. And just slowly start to draw awareness to your breath. How is your breath moving in and out of your body? Not trying to control your breath, but simply just to breathe and watch your breath as it enters and leaves your body. And if you can, for the remainder of this class, as your mind wants to think of other things or maybe even worry or stress about things, try to focus on what your breath is doing. And for the remainder of this time together, just know that all you have to do is just breathe. If you want to follow along in the postures, you can. But if all you do is breathe, then that's okay. If you'd like, you can bring your right hand over your belly and your left hand over your heart, just to physically connect your body and your breath, noticing the rises and falls of your belly and your heart as you inhale and exhale. And before we begin, let us take 3 cleansing breaths together. So fully exhale out and take a full breath in, and exhale, sigh or let it out. Once again, full breath in and exhale, let it out. One last full breath in and out. Beautiful. Whenever you're ready on your next inhale, reach your arms up above your head and point your toes out in front of you. A big morning stretch, feeling the length and strength in your body, maybe reaching one hand and foot a little bit taller, imagining that you can grow a centimeter or two. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, slowly walk your feet over to the right corner of your mat. Maybe your left foot crosses over your right ankle, and then reach your hands over to the right side of your mat, creating a little banana shape with your body, opening up your left side body. Just kind of get comfortable here. Try to let your left shoulder stay rooted on the mat. You can draw your eyes to close, unclench your jaw, and just breathe here. Notice how your breath can expand your ribs and inherently open up your side body a millimeter each time you breathe. Feeling your breath expand from your lungs down to your hips and up to your elbow. And in these moments of stillness, our minds sometimes want to think or worry about the next step. But let us just stay here and now with our breath, and noticing that with each breath we have the power to open up our bodies a little bit more. And slowly start to take some deeper breaths. And allow your next inhale to prepare you to gently come back through center on your exhale. And before going over to the other side, just pause in the center. Observe how your left and right side bodies are different or similar. And subtly notice those little sparkles starting to travel around your body. And on your next inhale, slowly reach your arms back behind you, reach your toes out in front of you for that morning stretch again. And on your next exhale, reach your feet over to your left as well as your hands, maybe crossing the right ankle over your left or not. Remember to keep that right shoulder rooted. And knowing that with your breath, you'll slowly deepen into the posture with time. So make sure that you're comfortable. Every side and part of our body is different from one another, so things might feel different on one side than they did in the other, and that's okay. Once again, just remembering to breathe and focus on your breath. Feeling your breath expand along the entire right side body. See if you can unclench your jaw and keep on breathing. Slowly start to draw in some deeper breaths. And allow your next inhale to slowly prepare you to come back through center. Oh, taking a pause here just to breathe and notice how and where you felt that in your body. And on your next inhale, gently reach your arms up above your head and walk your feet in towards your seat. Pausing for a moment. Feeling your low back against the earth. And slowly releasing your knees over to your right side to gently press up just for a moment to take your bolster and set it up horizontally on your mat. And then what we'll do is just rest our left side of our chest, I guess our underneath our armpit, our latissimus, up against the bolster. And then there's a few options here. This is why our block could come in handy. You could leave your block down as a headrest or as an armrest. The goal here is to feel a nice opening in the side body. Once again, if you want to put the block under your bolster for more of a intense stretch, you can also do that. And then with your legs, you can let them be long or a little bit bent or kind of scissored. And a bonus stretch is if you want to reach your left arm up and over your head for extra side body stretch, you can do that as well. So we're going to be here once again for a little while. Crocodile. So just taking a few deep breaths to settle in, making sure you're comfortable. You can close your eyes and just breathe and observe your breath. Imagine that you can watch your breath with your mind's eye. Slowly start to take some deeper breaths, feeling your chest and ribs expand. On your next inhale, mentally prepare yourself to slowly drift onto your back on the exhale so that the bolster is situated across your chest, underneath your chest. You can bring the block closer under your head to rest there. Just take a moment to pause in between the sides with a bonus heart opener in the middle. Allow the next inhale to flood your chest with breath. And on your next exhale, whenever you're ready, slowly roll onto your left side. Situating your legs however felt best for you. Placing the block in a place that feels supportive for your head. And then once again, you can reach your right arm up over your head as well if that felt good. There's no shoulds or anything, just what feels good in your body. And this time, feeling your right side body open up a little bit more. Slowly start to draw some full breaths into your right side body. Preparing you to, on your next inhale, take a full breath in, and on your next exhale, slowly roll back onto your back. Just for a few breaths to feel, hopefully, the evenness and the openness of your side body and your upper body, around your ribs and your chest. And take a full breath in. This time, drop your knees over to your left to slowly press up and scoot the bolster a little bit farther down your mat. I'm just going to pick yourself up and leave your, the path of least resistance. Lean your left hip up against the bolster and slowly lower yourself down so that you're in this side body stretch position once again, but this time the bolster is underneath your hips. So you can play around with this to see what feels good, whether you need to shimmy up or down. And once again, the block can be used as a pillow. And again, you can reach your top arm up and over if you'd like. We won't be here too long, but just enough to give our hips a little bit of love as well. Draw a full breath in that will fill up your entire right side body. And on your next exhale, slowly lower onto your belly so the bolster is just underneath your hips. But this time, your belly's facing down like a little snail. Just taking a moment to pause between the sides. Allow each breath to fill up your low back. Maybe getting a bonus stomach massage as you breathe against your bolster. And on your next inhale, take a full breath into your belly. And on your exhale, slowly flip onto your right hip. Getting situated on this side. Doing whatever variation with the top arm or your legs or anything at all, really. And once again, just breathe. Start to draw some full breaths in to your left side. And take a full breath in, so that on your exhale, you slowly roll onto your back, allowing the bolster to rest underneath your hips. And doing whatever variation with your legs that feels good. So either bent knees, feet on the ground, or your legs can go out long in front of you. Your arms can reach up above your head if that feels nice. Just taking a few deep breaths here. Finally, opening up our front side of the body, allowing all the postures that we did come together, creating a fully open body that allows your breath to flow fluidly throughout it. On your next inhale, walk your feet in just a little bit so that you can press the hips up just enough to shimmy your bolster underneath your knees, situating yourself however feels best so that you can have the most amazing Shavasana ever. You can drape something over your eyes and just find your sweet spot for rest. I will leave you here to take as long of a Shavasana as you need, So enjoy and have a lovely rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me.